Very strange. I mean, it sounds kind of better to me now. 1, 2, but why is it so quiet? I've boosted like 9 dBs on the stream and maxed our mic levels. Boosted the preamps. It's like, what is going on with this roadcaster?
Is
it's
it still
shit
quiet?
in the bed.
Out there in
It didn't
the
want to
internet
turn.
land.
It didn't want to turn on tonight.
Oh, right, okay.
But it's got a really stupid power button.
Oh, you said, didn't you?
Yeah. They made a lot of improvements with the Rodecaster Pro 2, but they also retarded it in a few ways.
Why is it not just a switch? What's wrong with the switch?
Yeah, what's wrong with the switch?
I just, what is it called? A standard pressy switch.
Yeah, that would be...
Is it so you
more
don't
optimal.
turn it off by accident or something?
Yeah, that's the thinking. But it's fed by a USB-C cable, which can just be pulled out, whereas the old one had a screw-in power connector.
Oh.
So yeah, they've made it harder to switch off, but easier to switch off by just pulling the lead.
Yeah.
Nonsense. What a nonsense. Why don't they ask, like, podcasters before they make these things?
Elite podcasters.
Yeah. Why don't they ask the Podfather?
Don't know.
Consult. I don't know. What am I even doing? Are we even streaming? Why am I on this?
What day is it?
I don't know what day it is. Look.
Change over the chat as well, yeah. I had to turn the chat on in the podcast, you know.
Yeah, it's been Arum Skurum today. I better check that we're actually streaming or not.
I'm sure we are. This chat.
Yeah, we're live. Look how big you are compared to me.
No, it's just my normal size.
You look like a giant.
I am a giant amongst men. Do you not know? Are we back?
Yes, we're back.
The dwarf, the cripple, and
The return of the sausages.
That was our chat with Emma Goodwin, if you're just joining us.
That was lovely, wasn't it? Lovely of Emma to join us from Normandy.
She certainly knows her onions, doesn't she?
She does. Does she grow onions? We didn't ask whether onions was a safe food.
I would imagine onions are not
Why?
optimal, suboptimal.
Do you think they've got oxidants in them?
I'm going to say yes,
I
based
can't believe
on nothing.
I can't believe potatoes have oxidants in them.
I mean, the way I see potatoes is they're essentially nutritionally void.
No,
It's just starch. Just starch and
they have
mush.
They have C, a lot of vitamin C in them.
What?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Nonsense.
they do.
I would say, what, compared to an orange?
Well,
I
obviously,
think you have to eat 1 million potatoes to get the amount of vitamin C that I like an orange has.
well, anyway, it's made me sad.
Roast potatoes in goose fat at Christmas is
Chips. I like chips.
I'm sick of chips.
Oh,
I don't like them.
Wow.
Although a chip butty.
What about chip bap? A bomb.
No, folded bread.
Okay.
White.
Complete base.
Nutrient deficient bread.
It takes more nutrients from you.
Yeah.
Well, this is a thing now. Emma has taught us that actually, if you eat such foul food, that it takes the nutrients out of you.
Well, it's like you said earlier, like nothing you eat actually goes inside you.
No, it doesn't, does it?
You know, it's just a
In the tube.
Yeah, and these like your gut lining and all these bacteria and stuff are there to try and extract the good stuff and keep out the bad stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's weird. It's a weird realization that nothing you eat actually goes in you, or it shouldn't do at least. But again, this is the leaky gut thing, isn't it?
So,
Checking your phone.
well,
Am I boring you?
no, it's just because
I'm boring you.
Helen has said, I think she might have sent you something privately, I think, on the element. Obviously, it's not on me.
Right.
Uh,
What is it?
Don't know, you'll have to. Have you got your phone in here or not?
Oh, to check the element server.
Yeah.
Is it podcast safe? Is it safe for broadcast?
I don't know. She just said,
I've
okay,
not-
get
I
you to
don't-
check it, please.
I don't check the chat.
And that's what I'm doing.
Why is our internet so slow? That's what I want to know. I can't
Don't know.
load it up. Maybe we've been banned.
From the internet?
Yeah, and the element.
No.
Oh, don't make me grab my Black Mirror.
Yep.
I was just trying to load it on the browser and it's not working. Let me go to black screen.
Here we go. 38 minutes.
All right. Yep, I think it's safe to read. I know this is from Helen. I know it's a bit last minute, but could you do a little shout out in part 2 for Asha, who is the other lady who helped set up this server? She's here in the UK on holiday from Australia, and she's loving it. I was hoping she'd be watching with me tonight, but she's gone back to her hotel for an early night.
Right. She got sick of you already, Helen. Then.
Big ups, Asha. Thanks for your help setting up the Element server.
Yeah, thank you, Asher.
Much
Lovely.
appreciated.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a long flight, that, isn't it? Oh
Don't know. Never done it. Probably
No.
never will.
no, I don't fancy it.
Do you know, my brother-in-law mentioned something that you can pay 30 grand and do a round the world cruise. Would you do that?
Wow. Do you know you can pay $14,000 and go to Egypt with Graham Hancock for 2 weeks and bunk with some rando?
And yeah, did my joke go over your head? As in,
What?
is that Randall Carlson?
It did, yeah.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah.
You said Randall Carson as well.
Did I?
Yeah.
God damn it. Autocorrect.
You bunked with some rando, some Randolph.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did go over my head. Sorry.
I wonder what the hotel's like for 14 grand.
I mean, it says 5-star, but it's in Egypt.
Yeah, so
Is it the same standard
probably not.
as a Best Western?
I rate Best Westerns.
Yeah, we had a cracking one in Glasgow when we were working away.
Did you?
Yeah, with a breakfast buffet.
Oh, did you? Did you take the piss?
Don't listen, Emma. Square sausages, black pudding, white pudding. Oh my God, I could have stayed there all day.
Square sausages.
You got to have your square sausage if you go to Scotland, man.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and your white pud.
Mm.
That's an Irish thing, though, I think, the white pud.
How do they make it white? Is it just plasma?
Yeah, maybe they use a different animal's stomach or something. No,
Well,
that's
what
haggis, isn't it?
makes it red is the...
Haggis for breakfast.
What makes it black is the blood, isn't it? Cooked blood.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought blood was blue.
So they powder it, I think, to make it, and then they mix it with some water.
Right.
Or I don't know. Would they freeze dry it?
Freeze-dried blood. I don't know. I don't know the process for making black pudding. I just know it's yummy.
Yeah.
I bet it's not bad for you. I should have asked Emma.
I mean, it
One of
has
my favourites.
squares of lard in it.
Yeah, exactly. Loads of animal fat,
Mm.
blood, iron.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon it's probably a win.
I would say so.
So what I need to do is just get the bread out. If I have the sausage, bacon, egg, and black pudding, cut out the bread and the beans,
Yeah.
and maybe have an extra.
The problem is though, it comes now, if you buy it from a supermarket, which most people, including me, will, it will come in a vacuum packed.
Everything is, isn't it? It's wrapped in fucking plastic.
Yummy plastic.
You gotta get it from a farmer, I guess.
Yeah.
Who makes his own
Yeah. Or a butcher.
butcher. I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's buying local and direct from the producer if you can.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's difficult when you can be in and out of Lidl in 25 minutes.
Exactly. And now you know the route.
Yeah, it's time, but what price to put on your health at the end of the day? What's up?
It's just disconcerting because I look this way and then
Are you on the wrong side?
on the screen I'm looking the other way.
Are we the wrong side from each other?
Yeah.
Well, if only I had less kind of,
Give my regards to King Tut, asshole.
There we go. I found it originally. Why hasn't it disappeared? Oh, I've got to go back up now. Where's he gone?
What?
It didn't auto disappear. Your man from Stargate. So I need to be over here, do I?
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh, there we go. Oh, landed. Stuck the landing. And you, with your giant head, want to be over here, do you? Right, fine. Is that better?
Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Why didn't I catch that when I was setting the stream up and removing Ben?
Don't know.
Anyway, let's move on.
Capital letters. Opinion story. Headlines.
God, I'm slow. Where is it? Where are my headlines? Incoming. I shouldn't have stopped for a sip then. First one. You'll like this, Matt. I use a magic robot therapist to save my relationship and put an end to relentless rows.
Okay.
Grace Carter and her boyfriend Lucas Martin were constantly arguing. Even a simple disagreement over whose turn it was to book a restaurant spiraled out of control.
Just break up.
Yeah, just end it.
I mean, if
can't
you're
even-
arguing over whether to go to the local pub or not.
Now, something I recognise here. Whose turn it was to book a restaurant. So it's not where we're going. They're not arguing over are we having Chinese or Italian. They're arguing about whose turn it is to take on the responsibility of booking a restaurant.
Well, in my relationship or marriage, it's
Which one?
always both. It's always my responsibility.
To book a restaurant.
Yeah.
And you decide where you're going.
Well, she will probably, sometimes will tell me. I would say 70% I decide and book, 30% she decides and then I book.
Right. I never go anywhere you need to book.
No.
Very rarely.
Yeah. Not even the Broughton Inn.
You don't have to book there.
No.
You don't have to book any. You don't have to book most places.
Yeah. Just turn up.
That Italian route coming from you gets mad busy though. I bet you have to book there.
Does it?
It always is when I've been in.
Really?
Yeah, mad busy.
Right. I think I've only ever been in it once, years ago.
Good pizzas there. I know it's door, but you know.
It's
I love
dope.
pizza.
I know.
I'd struggle with that. I'd have to try the meatza, the rolled out chicken breast.
Go
and-
back to the meatzer.
Yeah, I really would miss it. I mean, you know, it's a case of everyone's different. Could I live that? It almost seems like monk-like to me because it's so far away from my diet as it is to give up totally things like pizza and sugar. I think I would have to have like cheat days and things otherwise.
Well, she had Emma had a crunchy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like no one's perfect, are they?
No.
It's like I think thing I've learned over recent years is small incremental improvements
Yeah.
that they're easier to bed in and they're easier to stick then. You know.
I think I'm going to encourage a move away from oil to lard.
Yeah.
And ghee. She said ghee, didn't she? Which was interesting because that's quite often vilified.
Right. Is it?
Clarified butter. But anyway, computer therapy.
Sorry. Yeah, booking restaurants. It was stupid, Grace says. After regularly venting to her friends, she felt embarrassed. I didn't want to be that person constantly moaning about their boyfriend, she admits. So she decided to take matters into her own hands, or to be specific, into the hands of AI. I'd already been using ChatGTP for work bits and thought, I wonder if it could help me make sense of this too. She probably had like 4 jobs at the civil service, like that guy. Did you see that in the news?
He's going to court, isn't he?
Yeah.
Now,
There's this chap had a job at like the DWP,
I think it was 3.
DEFRA, and then the tax office or something.
But what my issue with that is, if he's doing all 3 jobs fine, what's the problem?
The issue is, you shouldn't be able to do all 3 jobs
obviously.
fine. The issue is that they do fuck all.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that's not his fault, is it? If he can hold down 3 jobs simultaneously.
True, it's not his fault. It's the system.
Yeah, and what I don't know.
Jobs for the boys.
I assume, as part of his contract, he would have said, you cannot hold another position or whatever. But
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out I can. I can do your shit job and 2 other shit jobs at the same time because they're that easy.
Yeah. But I think the issue might be that he was using false identities
Yeah,
for
there
each one.
There was an element of fraud,
Yeah.
but A for effort,
I know, yeah.
and like,
And it would be tax as well, wouldn't it? Because it would have probably took him into different tax bands, wouldn't it?
yeah, there's probably a tax avoidance element in it. Yeah, but
Fair play.
fair play. Yeah. Right. That moment changed everything. Grace went into her room and started asking ChatGTP tool for advice and reassurance. But it didn't always feel comforting for Grace. It felt a bit mad at first, like confessing to a robot, but it was weirdly reassuring. I calmed down and we soon made up. The situation quickly turned into a habit. Now, Grace, 34, uses ChatGTP as a vital tool and is a go-to support system for navigating everything from petty rows to emotional crossroads during their 2-year relationship. One of their arguments was about whether it was okay to check each other's phones. What do you think? Does your missus check your phone? Do you check hers?
No. I would use her phone, if I can't get mine for whatever reason and vice versa. I'm always a bit twitchy, though, when she uses my phone, just in case.
Of what?
There's a tab open.
Of what?
From when she takes the kids out one day.
Right.
Yeah. We all know what happens when the kids go and the wife goes.
Right.
Yeah.
Bunga bunga party.
Well, I don't want to. I want you. I'll just let your imaginations run wild with that one.
Bukaki Saka.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to get into her phone.
It's locked down, is it?
Well, we both, none of us use this, like, fuck it, I won't have that face recognising shit or fingerprint and none of that nonsense.
Oh, right. I'm bio-ID'd up to the eyeballs.
You're an idiot. Yeah, no.
I'm a nonce.
You're a knob. You're a knob. Do you remember the scene from Demolition Man?
Oh.
Simon Phoenix needs to escape. And the door to let him out is a retinal scan. So he takes the retina out of someone's head.
Oh. So you could say someone's going to chop my head off.
They might, I don't know. I tell you, that's another thing. Don't take legal advice either from this podcast, but, if you got, like, lifted for something and the police want to get access to your device, if it's fingerprint or face scan, they're in.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's a code, I'm not telling you. Jog on.
I don't think that they can. They
can just hold it up to your face.
Can they?
Yeah, they can take your phone off you and hold it up to your face to unlock it.
How are they allowed to? They're not allowed to do that, surely.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, if they want access to the device.
Oh.
Yeah, why not?
Right, okay. I mean, what I would do is like what happened in Wagatha Christie. Have you heard about this?
No.
So this is a...
Death in Paradise?
No, so it was nicknamed Wagatha Christie. Oh, God, what's her freaking name? Colleen Rooney and Rebecca Vardy.
Oh, right. Jamie Vardy's wife, the striker.
So she did it... Colleen did an investigation, didn't she?
Did she?
Because somebody was leaking her stories to the tabloids. And what she alleged was Rebecca Vardy was the one who was doing it, basically, through her publicist. So when it came to the trial, her publicist, unfortunately, had been on a boat trip on a holiday in Northumbria and dropped her phone into the North Sea. And therefore, they couldn't look at the messages to see if Rebecca had passed on all these bits of information.
Right.
So that's what would happen to my phone.
Yeah.
Or what could happen to my phone. It'd probably drop into like the River Ribble or Morecambe Bay. That's where I go quite a lot to the
Cockle
beach.
picking.
Yes. We saw some baby flatfish today in little pools at the sea. That made my day. And loads of what do we call them?
Sticklebacks?
No, there's freshwater, aren't they? Not prawn, shrimps. There's loads of shrimps in there.
You take some on for the barbie?
No, they're too tiny.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't bring a net either.
We didn't talk about fish we ever either.
Oh. Are we allowed
Honestly.
fish?
Terrible, aren't we? There's so much, though. When it comes to, like, diet and all that, there's so much. You can only get through so much. But, yeah, I don't look at my missus' phone. I wouldn't be able to. If I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to get in it.
I don't think.
And, I don't think she knows my code.
I think sometimes. I think all of the time it's better to not know, and then unless there's like something really weird going on.
Right. Yeah.
Why would you?
Why would you suspect? Why would you be looking for something?
Yeah.
It's sort of there's a seed of
Yeah.
doubt there, or a seed of suspicion.
Yeah.
I need to check his phone. Need to check his WhatsApp because why?
Exactly. Yeah.
People have these like internal. Well, some people don't have internal monologues, which is really weird. But people have these internal monologues where they catastrophize things and they make up stories to themselves. Why is he checking his phone at this time of night? What's he looking at? And vice versa. It's not just a neurotic female thing. It's a neurotic male thing as well. Yeah, so these things can build up over days and weeks and months. Why does he keep checking his phone at this time of night? Meanwhile, you're looking at what live football is on tomorrow night or whatever. Perfectly innocent. But then that leads to suspicion and then the urge to surreptitiously check someone's phone, I guess. Yeah, so that's how one of their arguments sprang up, whether it was okay to check each other's phone. Lucas thought it was casual, but to Grace, it crossed the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's a bit of an invasion of privacy?
Yeah.
Do you think it's that much of a personal device?
It's like, I suppose, what would have happened? Would you sit in and listen to a phone conversation? My mum and dad's. Yeah, well, you would. My mum and dad's house, there was a phone table. In the on which
they always used to be in the hallway.
Yes,
telephones were in the hallway where the BT line comes in.
It was enthroned on the table.
It was wired. You couldn't move it.
Well, so what you did if you wanted privacy in my house was that you took the phone and the wire, as much as it would extend, to the bottom of the stairs.
Wow.
Because the stairs were enclosed.
That whole 4 feet.
Yeah. And then that would offer you some privacy.
Right.
Are you playing out? To call your mates. But would you listen into that? I suppose that's what it is now, essentially, isn't it? Would you listen into those kinds of conversations? Or would you insist that, like, if your wife or partner was going to her friend's house or his friends, to sit in and be there and listen to the conversations that they're having? Because that's essentially what's happening, isn't it, on WhatsApp and all the rest of it.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah, you kind of need your own space, even when you're in a married couple relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is nice. I guess maybe it is important to keep some things back, keep some things separate.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not something I really think of. It's not like an issue, I guess, for me.
Well,
but obviously it has been for Grace Carter.
Well, it seems for Lucas it's an issue.
No, it's for Grace.
I thought Lucas said it wanted to access.
One of the arguments was whether it was about okay to check each other's phone. Lucas thought it was casual, but to Grace it crossed a line. So Grace has an issue with Lucas checking the phone. That's how
what
I
I mean.
read it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so Grace has the issue.
Yeah, but Lucas wants to check the phone.
Yeah, so she's thinking, why does he want to check? I don't know.
But I would have an issue.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Rather than, what are you checking it for?
Exactly.
What do you think you're going to find?
Yeah. I mean, I wipe all of the porn stuff off. Have you never heard of private browsing?
Have you not heard of a burner phone? Rather than allowing the argument to escalate like usual, she turned to AI to find out how couples typically set privacy boundaries.
Right.
All right. It confirmed with her that it wasn't just about snooping. Instead, it framed it as, quote, this is about respect, not secrecy. This helped them talk it through calmly and understand each other's perspectives. It's not so much telling me what to do, Grace says. It's more about helping me word things better, understand his point of view, or suggest gentle ways to break a tense mood. It's giving her tips on interpersonal skills.
Yeah,
and like emotional intelligence and things.
Because all she's done is stare at her phone for 25 years.
Right, yeah. She's kind of... We're not judging here, but you get
She's never been to the back of a social club and attempted to set fire to it, has she, at the age of 12, for example?
She's only 34. Right, she's 34. She's only 8 years younger than us.
Yeah, 8 years is enough.
Is that enough? I need to ask Greg Ludendorff, or whatever he's called, the coddling of the American mind.
Oh, right.
When it really took off. It was 2007 when it first iPhone, and then 2014 was it when big social media really kicked off? Maybe sooner. But anyway, blah 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 blah. It gives you ideas without taking sides, which honestly is sometimes better than ringing up a mate who'll just tell you you're right. While the AI tool now plays a crucial role in their relationship, Lucas wasn't sold on it at first. He burst out laughing when he found out, calling ChatGTP her magic robot therapist. But now he's on board. He's even one to encourage Grace for the AI input. Sometimes he says, "Go, ask your robot what we should do." It's kind of a tension-breaking thing, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know? Maybe that's its utility.
So again, you know, what I was saying the other night on Bajerksi's...
Bajerski. Bajerkles. Mark Bajerski.
Bajerksi's podcast is it's this phone is providing a buffer between this person and reality. In that, oh, hang on, I'll just check. Rather than like maybe reflecting on her own behavior herself internally and whether she could perhaps react in a different way. And indeed, the guy, Lucas.
And put yourself in the other person's shoes.
Yeah, she's outsourcing that by asking the question rather than perhaps doing it.
And like, I used to say, like, the ChatGTP is always going to give good advice. If you're outsourcing it,
yeah,
you know, I used to say you won't get thrown a curveball at some point and end the relationship.
Murder him.
Grace uses ChatGTP on her phone sometimes multiple times a week. I usually type things like, how to talk to my boyfriend about feeling unappreciated without starting a row. Or ways to rebuild trust after a silly argument. The more specific I am, the better the advice. Wow, it's so weird, isn't it? How to talk to my boyfriend about feeling unappreciated without starting a row.
Why don't you just say to him, "You're making me feel unappreciated," and then he has to deal with that and not just shout at her.
It's so soft. Is it because they're afraid of conflict as well, do you think? Maybe that's playing in.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
because it is exhausting, if rowing.
Men and women can be possessive, but mainly, you know, I would probably say, I don't know, you know, what would there be? Maybe more men.
More men are possessive.
I would say so. Anecdotally.
Really?
From what I've...
Of partners?
You know.
Wow.
Maybe not in our... But we don't really...
I don't know.
Not in our closest friendship group would I say that. But, you know, from like family members, friends of friends, tends to be the man that's a bit more intrusive or controlling or that type of thing than the woman. From my...
Maybe they're just sneakier at it, though.
They tend to be, don't they? Yeah.
I don't know. She says the AI's neutrality is part of its power. So it's being used as an arbiter, basically, like an arbitration system. Friends mean well, but they'll often side with you, even if you're a bit in the wrong. ChatGTP doesn't have an agenda.
No.
Yeah, all right.
Who owns it?
Everything has an agenda.
Yeah.
It calms me down. Gives me a second to think before reacting. Like, that's something you can teach yourself.
That's what I mean.
It's like count to 10 before reacting. It's like having a wise, patient friend who never gets tired of hearing about the same fight for the third time. It doesn't sound good, this relationship, does it?
No.
It sounds like it's struggling. And robot therapists can only help so much. While she's open to traditional support, if ever needed, Grace says AI does the trick. ChatGPT is brilliant for day-to-day stuff, but I do think if you're carrying deeper issues, you need that human touch too. Yeah, and the boyfriend's on side with it. He likes it as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's still in a relationship with him. By the sounds of it, even though he comes across as a bit of a creep.
Do you think, wanting to get into her phone?
Yeah.
I would never think of asking for access to her phone.
No, I know, yeah. It is a thing, though, like...
Is it?
That, like,
youngsters do.
Like, they will... I've heard of people going through your Insta and saying whether the photos you have on there are appropriate or inappropriate.
Oh, things you've posted, not your history.
Yeah.
Things you've posted.
Yeah.
So
It's like
in relationships, people in relationships will go on their Insta and then
say, take that photo off. I don't want that out on the internet.
Well, if it's of her or of the partner, then I think that's fine.
Of her. So like would you tell your partner to remove a picture of herself?
Oh no, I'm thinking of me.
Oh right.
Like, if the woman said, I don't like that picture of me, will you take it off?
Yeah.
I think that's totally fine.
Yeah. But what I'm saying here is the partner would say, take the picture off of the partner. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's like, you're too hot in that photo. Take it down.
Yeah. Or you're too scantily clad or whatever.
Wow.
Or things like that. Or if you... A really common one is if you like a picture of another person and it's
her sister.
Yeah. And they're wearing a bikini.
Oh my God.
That's another no-no.
You know, this is a great advert for just getting off all this social media shit. It causes more trouble than it's worth. It's like, I don't go on... well, she doesn't have an Insta. I don't have a personal Insta. I don't browse, like, our friends' Instas. Grams. I just look for the women in bikinis.
I don't have it anymore, do I?
No, you best. It's kind of pointless. It's kind of pointless, Instagram and all these things.
I don't think I'm missing anything from not having it.
No.
At the time, when it first all started coming out in like 2008, it was like, ooh, what's this? And then it's kind of died a death, hasn't it?
There is some good accounts, like for the ancient history stuff. You know, people who go into the Assyrian or the Serapeum and they do videos of inside. That's cool. You can go and look at that. You know, and some of the like nature ones.
Yeah.
Nature is metal. And such, you know. I guess that's, you know, a totally different thing. These aren't interpersonal accounts that you were dealing with. But anyway, I think we've rinsed that one dry, that story, haven't we?
Fucking hell, yeah.
Let's move on. What's next? Oh, Aria. The secret government...
This now.
The secret government unit planning to dim the sun. We didn't really talk about...
It's just getting warm.
Yeah, that's the idea.
It's just like...
Too warm.
It's been warm for the first time in like 2 years.
1.5 degrees. Otherwise, we're all dead. You're going to die. Global climate warming cooling change.
So let's shoot aluminium particles into the sky instead.
Yeah. This is from the Telegraph, I think. Plans to block sunlight to fight global warming have inadvertently shone a light on ARIA, the government's opaque research arm. It's like DARPA.
Right. Never heard of this
Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. I don't know what ARIA stands for. Oh, Advanced Research and Invention Agency.
Invention.
It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
DARPA invented like the internet and all sorts, apparently. The Advanced Research and Invention Agency was set up in 2021 by Kwasi Kwarteng. So that's great. The ex-Tory business secretary and was originally the brainchild of Dominic Cummings, Boris Johnson's former chief aide. We played those clips where he was talking about the military,
the
MOD.
The black hole in the finances.
Yeah, the black budget.
That's where it all goes.
Yet few people on the street know what it is, what it does, or how much taxpayer cash is flowing into its well-financed coffers. Because there's been loads of stories about solar stratospheric aerosol injection in the mainstream for the last few weeks. Just blatant about spraying chemicals out of airplanes. Weird. Yeah, sure, it has a shiny website stocked with techno waffle, promising to help scientists reach the edge of the possible and foster opportunity spaces. I love that management jingo. Need to foster some opportunity spaces. But there has been little clarity on its day-to-day operations. This week we learnt it will spend £56.8 million on 21 climate cooling projects, which include looking into the logistics of building a sunshade in space.
Nice.
And injecting plumes of salt water into the sky to reflect sunlight away from Earth. We're not trying to dim the sun, representatives from ARIA said, rather disingenuously, at a press briefing, knowing full well that should experiments prove successful, that is their ultimate aim, is to dim the sun and the solar radiation. Forthcoming. Professor Mike Hume of Cambridge University pointed out that the experiments were setting Britain on a slippery slope towards mass deployment of technologies that will be impossible to prove are safe and effective, heard that somewhere before, and reversible until they're actually in the sky. He warned, the sum of £57 million is a huge amount of taxpayers' money to be spent on this assortment of speculative technologies intended to manipulate the Earth's climate. ARIA has been given an eye-watering £800 million budget to play with.
It's fucking pennies, that, isn't it?
That's more than the Millennium Dome.
Oh, that was like 25. Years
Yeah,
ago.
but it was a massive national scandal.
Yeah.
At the time. We're spending £800 million on this thing. With little to show for it except some off-the-wall ideas and astronomically high wage bills.
Right.
Elan Gur, the chief the chief executive, is being paid around £450,000 a year.
Is that all?
3 times more than the Prime Minister. While Antonia Jenkinson, the chief finance officer, takes home £215,000. And Pippi James, the chief product officer, £175,000.
I watched a random video popped up about with Tony Blair, and I think he was talking about Singapore.
Tony B. Liar.
Yeah. I think it was Singapore or Sri Lanka. And how much their politicians are paid. And I Googled it. And it was just under £1.3 million a year. And he said that basically the guy, I can't remember who it was, which country it was, this is ruining it, but he said he wanted the country to speak English. He wanted to invest in like engineering and things like that, and he wanted politicians to be the best paid jobs in the economy.
A politician did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It'll be Singapore, that.
Yeah.
They're a rich country, a massive security state as well.
Yes.
They're the ones who have those robots on the street that tell you,
Yeah.
you know, tell you off for walking weird.
Chewing gum and things, isn't it?
Yeah, it's dystopian. Singapore. I've lost my spot now. In fact, Artist, a new page. Aria is blowing $4.1 million a year on wages despite having just 37 staff.
Okay, now.
It's all right. It's taxpayer money. The top 4 staff at the company pocket £1 million a year between them. So it means essentially Aria is operating like a private company, but doing so on public finances, and it's wading into areas where the private sector would normally dominate. playing poker with public money. In January, it announced it would be giving a £69 million to research on neural robots for epilepsy treatment, genetic engineering of brain cells, and lab-grown brain organoids.
Oh,
cool. Not for me, though. It's also funding an NHS trial to use a brain-computer interface that alters brain activity using ultrasound in the hopes it will treat depression and addiction.
right.
You heard of that one in your field?
An ultrasound.
An NHS trial to use a brain-computer interface that alters brain activity using ultrasound.
No.
No. As well as investing in synthetic plants.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, that's not good for you, surely. And chromosomes.
Right.
Yeah. Such sci-fi future gazing is usually left to billionaire tech bros or big pharma, precisely because the cost is prohibitive, and private companies have the resources to soak up the risk. But the government has given ARIA free rein to embark on scientific research that carries a high risk of failure. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to go into that. It's like a speculative venture capital fund. Going back to the geoengineering. If Britain were booming, maybe this could be justified, but public sector debt is rising, and now more than ever, taxpayers are demanding their money is used wisely. Certainly, its latest foray into geoengineering has been met with public incredulity. When sun-dimming experts were first muted last month, one Telegraph reader liked it to what Hanna-Barbera might have dreamed up to foil Dick Dastardly in Wacky races. Yeah, so going on to ARIA. ARIA was set up to be Britain's equivalent of DARPA, the US Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, which was founded in 1958 by Dwight Eisenhower in response to the launch of Sputnik. DARPA undoubtedly sparked a wave of innovation and can claim some of the credit for developments such as GPS, drones, personal computers, the internet, and the RNA COVID jab. State sponsored, weren't it? Warp Speed, Operation Warp Speed. It was a Department of Defense initiative to make those jabs. But unlike ARIA, DARPA always stayed well within the purview of the US Department of Defense. ARIA, in contrast, sits in a shady no man's land, in charge of eye-watering amounts of public cash with little accountability to the public. No heads will roll if costly speculations prove worthless. It's exempt from freedom of information requests. Yeah, interesting. ARIA was created in the denouement of the pandemic, when fast, agile science helped Britain create a vaccine and find crucial treatments for COVID. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah. So, something to keep an eye on, this ARIA thing. But I guess the thing is, it's so
Amazing.
opaque. Oh, I was going to say opaque. There might not be much to keep an eye on.
No, not by the sounds of it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Could we get some robot dogs though?
Some DARPA dogs.
Yeah.
We got sent. I haven't downloaded it, but we got sent a video from China
About the crazy robot.
with we got that one, the robot that went mental and started just lashing out
Yeah.
at the two guys in the factory, and also one of the dogs with the machine gun mount on it, just firing.
Really?
Yeah. Idiots. They're fucking idiots, aren't they? But let's move on before we get into that.
Moving on.
Down that wormhole.
First on BBC One.
You're doing so good. You're so brave. You're so brave. Now come. Where are you going?
This is the one. We're here.
Dogs.
Housekeeping time, don't skip this
Bit.
Share the word through Telegram, Facebook, or a tweet. Gouge the eyes. Let's raise the tone. Gouge the eyes. Help us grow. We can't do this on our own.
Gouge his eyes!
Podcast is in the
Oh, shit.
Tell your friends and plant a seed. It's housekeeping time.
Return some value.
It's housekeeping time. Gouges and gouges. It's housekeeping time.
Look at your cheese.
Save Plotland.
It's housekeeping time. Sign up for the newsletter.
All right, then. It's been a while, hasn't it? Since we've done any housekeeping, it seems to
I
me.
think so,
but
yeah.
this is not a free podcast. It's a value for value podcast. So if you get any value out of this, and how could you not out of that part one with Emma? It was fact.
I mean, it was packed
filled,
full of value, wasn't it?
packed. All we ask is that you return some value to us if you know, in whatever way you feel sufficient.
There are myriad
appropriate.
of ways of returning some value, you might say.
There are. The ways are legion. My favourite way of returning value is word of mouth.
It
Sharing
is.
links wherever you are online. If you're on Discord servers, Telegram channels, share some links out and help us grow as a community and share the chi and whatnot.
Yeah.
That all helps.
Yeah. I mean, you could always join your Element
I need to tell
server.
you about Element. I've used Element every single morning for over 3 years now. It is the way I start every single day. It tastes fantastic.
So we're in the Element server, and we used the Element server live on this podcast earlier, didn't we?
We did.
Because the Discord got bombed.
Nuked is the correct term.
Whatever. Nuked. But if you come join us in the Element server, you can have a chat with us, send us messages. You could send us guest suggestions, news articles. You could become a producer. You could do a birthday shout out, request some Focus Chi, which is a unique offering from this podcast in terms of replenishing your Chi. So if you're ill, you've got something big coming up, something significant, and you need some Chi, put in a request on the Element server or email us at the Amish Inquisition at gmail.com, or get in contact with us via social media, and one of our admin staff will pass on those requests to us. You could buy merch, can't you?
Yeah.
Phil's taken off his
I got sweaty ears. It's hot in here.
taken off his head.
I don't need my
Cans.
headdress on at the minute.
Where is the merch store? There it
It's
is.
down there. There it is.
There we go.
We've
So
got a
you
few offerings, haven't we?
you could get you are the common, they want to reduce t-shirt. Why is it not coming up with the little thing to skip it on? Do I have to click on it?
You have to highlight the merch store. Click on the merch store.
Oh, there we go. I knew that. A bacon nuts t-shirt. It's lovely. Look at the size of his testicles. A bacon nuts mug. Again, giant pig testicles on that one. And 3 weeks to flatten the earth t-shirt. The best design so far. And then like the basic stuff at the end here from right at the beginning. Literally a communist hoodie and a basic splash t-shirt. So if you feel like you want some merch in your lives, go and seek that out. And then why don't you watch out for the Amish Inquisition newsletter, which is called the Rum Springer. Phil sends it out on the first of every month. In that, Phil puts together a preview for the month ahead in terms of like the guests, and you can get 10% off of the merch store. Phil stood outside, literally outside now. I think he's very hot. I think he's got a sweaty forehead. He's just having a small rest out there. But if you want to sign up for the newsletter, you can just email us at the amishinquisition@gmail.com and just put newsletter in the subject header. And then we will add you to that. When we say we, it's the royal we. Phil will do that, obviously.
I'm the admin bitch, aren't I?
Yeah. And the other thing we can do through the...
Through any. DMs are open everywhere, man.
You can send it. You can make show artwork. Now, where is it?
It's 373 because I've only just inserted it just now, but while you weren't looking 2 minutes ago.
And here's what Phil's done this week. Lovely. Look at that.
That's the food pyramid there.
No,
out.
don't do that. Naughty. You know, and feed yourself nice things. Lovely as always. But yeah, get some good submissions normally for the show artwork.
We're in a bit of a dry spell. Could do with some more. We need more artists coming forward.
We do, definitely.
You don't have to be Van Gogh,
No.
but we need show artwork.
Maybe Rembrandt.
Yeah, Rembrandt will do.
Yeah, something like that.
Donatello. If you follow us on YouTube or you've signed up to the newsletter or you're in the Element server, you know who's coming on in advance. So it gives you plenty of time. No excuse. Plenty of time to drum up some artwork for us and send it to us.
Yeah. And then
We'll use it. Sorry.
I was going to say the final way is just giving us money.
Yes. You can scroll down to the show notes. You'll find a PayPal link there. You give us a one-off donation, sign up for a monthly recurring sustaining donation. Or if you don't like PayPal, you can buy us a coffee.
Every story told, every laugh you hear, your whispers a shout, your bits a cheer. For the tales we weave, for the truths we unveil. Toss a coin to your casters, see our journey prevail.
So with that said, I think it's about time we thank the producers for episode 375. Yes, it's time.
It's time to big up the man Dems. Yo.
Who've we got? Good list tonight, but it has been a while. Got Rona Kesson, Matthew Chin, Alan Wilson, Emma Bridges, Helen and Gav. Thank
They
you.
are.
They are?
They are.
What?
So
Yeah.
So
amazing.
amazing.
The love.
Their
Yeah.
love.
Literally
Because I'm literally a communist.
the best mate.
Currents.
Great, stupid pen.
Doctor of Thugonomics.
Homophobe. The wind.
Giant fucking lenses. Solipsistic porn masturbator. Chest feeding.
Communist.
Ninja turtle, yo.
Based Sigma Chad.
Corn pop.
Well, how dare Meta Daniel in the chat suggest that our jingle is AI made?
Phil composed that.
Like, me and Ben have been in rock bands for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Recorded demos. What a slur.
It's shit day.
Bring it on. I don't get it, never will.
Are you retarded?
Yeah, thanks for your support for another week. It really does mean the world to us when you dip your hand in your pocket and throw us a few quid. Helps us keep the lights on. And, you know, these producer credits are real. They're legitimate.
We are on LinkedIn.
And IMDb.
Yeah. Somehow.
When the podcast comes out tomorrow, your name will be there and you can put it on your CV, your curriculum vitae.
Yeah.
Producer Amish Inquisition episode 375.
Yeah.
And we will back you up if, if you get rumbled by the DWP for your third job.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Right then. Oh my gosh. Let's move on, eh? Did you see those twins in Australia who got carjacked?
No.
You'll like this. Not a lot. Oh, I've got the wrong thing.
Witnesses are recounting some of the drama that unfolded on the Sunshine Coast this afternoon. Two sisters have told how their mother and man raced to help when the carjacked SUV rolled on Steve Irwin Way, only to
Steve Irwin Way.
Wow.
So was he from Melbourne, maybe? Will that where it be?
find the gun-wielding car thief emerging from the wreck. Here's some of what they had to say.
And one guy, he was up there with our mum, and he
he went up there and he was coming back down towards us and he goes, run, he's got a gun.
They're not twins. That's
twins.
That's just a mirrored screenshot, isn't it?
They're wearing the same clothes.
Yeah, it's a mirrored thing, isn't it? I mean, I hope they are scrubs and they are children's nurses.
Hey, good shout. Maybe they are. They're wearing like blue shirts with bunny rabbits on them.
Yeah.
And the ladies in question are age, what, 50?
50s, I would say, maybe.
And our heart started to pound and I said, oh, Mum, where's Mum? And poor Mum was stuck up there, but apparently our brave Mum, she goes, are you all right? Because he had all blood all over his face. And he goes, I'll shoot you. She goes, hey, I'm here to help. And Mum distracting him to make him look the other way.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
Are they married?
They're sisters, no?
No, I know, but do you think they are married? You know, have they
Spinsters.
each taken a
Oh, right.
husband or a partner?
Married to someone.
Yeah.
Are they married to each other?
No, you freak.
Are they married?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why do you think that would be strange for two chaps? Maybe they're married to a set of identical twin men.
And they just have 4 people talking at the same time.
Or they have a conversation 2 and 2.
No.
Ran, he's got a gun.
Wow. Yeah, this is terrifying.
And he looked the other way and Mum ran into the bush behind the fence. And the guy goes to her, I'll find you and I'll shoot you. All I was thinking about when we were running, I hope he doesn't fire. Yeah, we were so blessed.
How close to him do you think you were?
Well, see, he was up there and we were past our
when you
driveway. Yeah. You don't think of all of that at the time. No, you just run for your safety.
Do you think they ever go anywhere separately? Or is it like one of these things that you read about or hear about where it's like identical twins and they're inseparable?
I mean, the way they mirror each other, it suggests that they're in each other's company a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It raises interesting questions about individuality, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, it's almost, I'm not trying to be nasty, but it's almost as if they're not two individuals. It's the same person twice. The way they finish each other's sentences, and it's really strange.
Psychological research is cream over biologically identical twins.
Well, they're the best subjects, aren't they? Twin studies, famous.
Yeah. Especially the sad cases when they get adopted and they go into separate families.
Get separately, yeah. Gold mine.
Yeah.
Research gold mine.
It is, it's yummy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it's quite bizarre, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen something like that.
No, I've not that pronounced.
No.
The way they seem like inseparable twins to me, but yeah. Fair play to them, I hope they're happy.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. We've been talking about social media a bit tonight, and with Bajirkles on Friday. We did a live stream with Mark Bajerski on Friday on his channel, so check that out.
Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we going to say next? You're terrible at this game. He said, Ran, he's got a gun. You fucking fell on that one. You should have known that were coming. So yeah, social media, I think it's a bit of a plague on our lives. But,
on humanity.
Yeah, it's just easy to see why people get addicted to it. That's all I'm going to say.
So I'm just in Bali, as you all probably bloody know. And we've got this sick villa, just my best mate and I. And then
I have no idea what she just said, but I think her name is Holly. So like, God damn!
Oh dear.
Yeah. What was that about?
I've no idea. What did she say? Something about Bali?
Yeah. I don't even know how you introduced that video.
No, I've just my I've kind of fallen to pieces.
Yeah.
I think maybe we should end now. Because I have nothing more to add.
Was it like a fisheye lens? And was that an optical illusion, or was that legit?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Well, what are you talking about? What do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what you're going on about. What are you going on about? Lenses, wide-angle lenses. It'll just look like a phone to me.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was just interested in how the Sunlanders looked in the background.
There was a background. She could have been on the moon, and I wouldn't have noticed. Terrible. Another thing I brought up with Bajirkles was FC 25, the new FIFA video game, football simulator, and how it's become
a cash cow.
It's certainly a cash cow. It's EA's biggest revenue generator, and similarly to social media, but in a worse way, it plays on brain chemistry, and it's like gambling. The big thing is opening these packs, and it's like a fruit machine, like an online fruit machine, online gambling. You do certain a challenge on the game, win 3 games of this, or score 5 goals in a game, and you get a pack. And it'll be rated. Oh, it's an 88 player. 2 88 plus players, something like that. What's it going to be? Is it going to be Ronaldinho icon? Is it going to be Derek Rice? Declan Rice, team of the year.
Yeah.
Team of the season. The big promo at the minute is team of the season. They're releasing these team of the seasons every week. So this week was the Bundesliga team of the reason. Team of the season.
Team of the season.
Team of the reason. Team of the season.
The team of reasoning.
Oh, I need to get a 97 rated Harry Kane.
Yeah.
You know, he's a Bundesliga player. And I just pulled a few clips because there's this guy called Nick who's quite entertaining. He does videos, he does content on FC 25, and he's funny a lot of the time. So I've started watching him. Just because he's funny. But he totally gets it. He knows exactly what's happening. Here's the first clip. He's opening packs.
The 8314 pack, wait, are you guys seeing blues out of that or no? Is David a W? Nah, David is a massive W, bro. That's a massive W. 89-2. Oh my God, we got one. Who is that? Who is that? That's 2. I think that's 2. I think that's 2 team of the seasons, bro. Who? Rabiot! He's probably cheap. He's so good, though. He's so good. In FIFA, he's so good. I know I'm coping, but that card is crazy. Look at that card.
Yeah, they get so excited because these things are exclusive and there's only so many of them and it's hard. It's hard to get them and the amount of work you have to put in.
So cold. First touch, finesse, low driven. Hey, man. Press proven, quick step. I'm going to be trying Noah Lang out, man. That's a nice card. I don't care what the price is. That's a nice card, man. I'm trying him out. Bro is gassing it up. You know what, guys? At least I enjoy using new players. You guys use the same 14 players for 4 months, bro. 87-10, man. What are you going to bring me right now? What are you going to bring me? Dopamine is what you're going to bring me. Come on, man. Center mid. No, how did I only get 1 team of the season? How is Martin Odegaard walking out? Oh, no, man. Level 39 pack. Please, 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 please. Who is that? Oh, man. Nah, let me tell you, that card is definitely 20K. Let me tell you that. That card is not... Oh! So cold.
There was something in the back there. Yeah, because the old Odegaard was a gold card. It was an 89 rated gold card, his base card. These are special cards that they're working to get because it's team of the season.
Right.
6 left. Come on. One of these has to be a blue, right? I've sacrificed the team of the week every day into these. BJ with the 73 months. Look at these dudes.
So every day you're doing challenges to get these rewards and then saving them for when the new team comes out and then opening them all to try and get these exclusive players. So he's doing this every day. Every day he's doing these challenges to save up these packs to open them when the team releases.
Okay.
Oops, it's over, man. Complain theory. Complain theory, bro. Center back Spain, complain theory, baby. We are back. We've got dopamine. We've got dopamine. 89 with... Please be good. Please be good. Who is it? Who? How old is this guy?
How old is this guy? Pasvia.
Who the hell's
Is
that?
he,
He plays for Barcelona.
No, so Mappy Leon is the Barcelona player, the one on the right, the 89.
Right.
But in the back, on the other side of the pack, is this team of the season player.
Oh.
I think he maybe plays in the Turkish league.
Right. And 92.
How old?
Dutch league. That's a Dutch flag, isn't it?
Well, oh, right, okay.
Please be good. Please be good.
Eredivisie. It's an Eredivisie player, I think.
Who is it? Who? How old is this guy? Oh my God. I just packed a 41-year-old goalkeeper, bro. That's crazy, man. Bro is still playing? Damn. We were not in Saudi at 41. Respect, sir. Respect.
Well.
But it's huge. It's such a money burner.
Yeah.
Because obviously you can invest your time to get these packs, or you can just go to the store with your credit card and buy them.
Yeah. I told you about this a while ago, didn't I? That my brother-in-law was spending money on this stuff.
Was he?
10, 15 years ago, yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like hundreds of pounds, I think, to get, I think it was when I seem to remember something about, the term's probably not right, like vintage players, so like Pele or...
Icons, they would be called now.
Or, Romario, plays like that, essentially.
Did he die, Romario?
I don't think so. Maradona died, didn't he?
Yeah, but they were kind of similar, weren't they?
In terms of their party lifestyle.
Well, don't you remember, wasn't it Romario in the which was the American 94 World Cup, was it, when he scored that goal and ran up to the camera and he was totally coked up?
That was Maradona.
Was that Maradona as well?
Yeah. He was old. He was in his mid-30s and he got banned. He got banned. They tested him, and he was like full of cocaine. Yeah.
Fuck! I've been slagging Romario off my whole life, and he wasn't even him.
They won the World Cup final in '94 in Brazil, didn't they?
Brazil did, yeah. Baggio skied a penalty, didn't he?
Yeah.
Roberto Baggio, who was like the player of 1990, other than the Germans, Mateus and Klinsmann.
Yeah.
Rudi Voller. Who was the penalty taker, left back? And Andy Bremer.
Right.
Long 90s curly perm.
Moulet.
Perm.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Andy Bremer I think he played for Bayern Munich. Maybe wrong. Jurgen Kohler.
Kohler?
Centre back or right back?
Don't know.
Augenthaler. How can I name the 1990 German Olaf Thon winger? He used to come on as a sub.
Right.
Olaf Thon. Augenthaler.
This is some like base knowledge.
Keeper. Who's German keeper from 1990 World Cup?
Don't know.
Bodo Ilgner.
That's sick.
Mad, isn't it? It's wild why things get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Klinsmann and Voller up front. Rudi Voller. Yeah, I'm blanking. I'm surprised I can't name the full 11, but
Did well enough there.
1990. Yeah, name another team from 1990. Don't know. I have some weird. Maybe it was the SO coins that we used to collect from petrol station. Do you have that? It was like a.
You'd have a car.
You didn't have a car. No, he had a bike. Yeah, but he had a bike, did he? He put petrol in that.
He had a motorbike. Yeah. I probably filled it up once every 6 months.
SO garages had this thing where it was like a blue card thing, and when you spent whatever it was, 20 quid, you got a random coin, and it was the England squad and the Scotland squad, and you had to put the coin in this card thing, and it would fill the whole thing up. I bet you can get them on eBay. I bet they're like 80 quid or something daft like that. Collectibles. Yeah, it was a good World Cup, that. Argentina lost the opening game to Cameroon.
Yes.
Like defending champions would always play the opening game, and because they won the '86 World Cup with the hand of God, and they lost to Cameroon.
Yeah.
First African team to reach the quarterfinals of a World Cup.
Yeah, they were good, weren't they?
They were, yeah. Roger Miller.
Yeah.
I was saying Makalele, but it wasn't. It was someone else with the guy with dreads. It was a midfielder. He was really good. Can't remember his name now. Yeah, the got further than anyone, and then England knocked them out with 2 penalties from Gary Lineker.
Yes.
They were behind in the game, I think. I think Lineker saved the day with 2 penalties. Why are we talking about old football? No one wants to hear this.
Don't know.
Honestly. English is hard, isn't it? It's a hard language to learn.
In the beginning. In the beginning.
God, that's a callback.
In the beginning.
Why don't I have that on the tablet?
I bet it is somewhere. In the beginning.
Would it begin with I? H-I.
The beginning.
Oh, it's not even working. The tablet's not even working. What's all that
I'm a
about?
blind man.
I'm too weak. Oh, don't kill me, please.
It's not on there in the beginning. I wonder if it was on the old roadcaster that went fucked, or the old laptop. You're not finding it.
No.
In the beginning.
By receiving the vaccine is not going to affect their own health.
That's Andre. That's Bueller from Pfizer.
Right.
CEO. I don't know why that's an ISO.
By receiving the vaccine is not going to affect their own health.
Oh, that's a good point. By receiving the vaccine, it's not going to affect your own health. Kind of begs the question, why are you taking them? Yeah.
We drum in that messaging around the dangers of COVID pretty diligently for a full 2-week period of sustained propaganda.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my...
That was a popular one, wasn't it? Grab his dick and twist it.
Yeah. Anyway.
On the English language. Because we all know I'm not real good at fucking learning that, am I? But it poses a few questions. For instance, the word physical, right? The PH at the start makes an F sound. But if you think of the word fucking laugh, the 2 letters at the end make the F sound, which is a G and an H. And then when you think of the word through, the G and the H at the end don't make any fucking sound at all. But if you take the H and the R out of through, you get fucking tough. And then all of a sudden the GH has got something to fucking say about it. Meanwhile, you've got the letter F sitting over here like a spare dick in a fucking corner, doing fuck all. I just don't understand why we put 2 unrelated letters together to make a sound of a letter that we already possess in the fucking alphabet. Even in the fucking word alphabet, there's a fucking PH instead of a fucking F. Who wrote these words?
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why can't we just use like phonetics?
Today.
Right, phonetically.
He's a hangover, isn't it? Have you not watched a video on this podcast about someone reading Old English? I read it in my spare time. It is weird.
Sounds like a personal project of yours, Matt.
It was a personal project, I think. It's very strange, yeah. How it sounds, and it's a mixture of French as well, isn't it?
Ah, well, it depends what period, doesn't it? Because you have the Norman invasion from Normandy, so French is, and like the language of the royal court was French.
France.
For hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Well, probably was it up to Elizabethan times? I think maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
A bit rusty on that stuff, but yeah, these languages evolve and are influenced by different things, as well.
As well. Yeah.
Cold. That's cold.
Cold?
Yeah.
Not cold.
No, cold as in
cold.
But, if something's cool, it's not cool, that's cold.
As well.
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what to make of it. I just think English is weird.
I think all languages are weird.
Do you remember, like, in high school doing, like, oh, my God. Who's the guy, the Old English poet? Shit. He wrote in Old English. Oh, my God. Thomas. Oh, escapes me. Well, Shakespeare. It's not English, is it? As we recognise it.
Not anymore, no.
No.
Not since then. Thomas. The Canterbury Tales guy, you mean?
Canterbury Tales, yeah.
Is he called Thomas?
I blanked on it. Totally blanked on it. I always think of Tom Hardy
Yeah.
when I think of the Canterbury Tales.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'll Google it very quickly.
Oh, wow. How come you're allowed to Google things?
Geoffrey Chaucer.
Chaucer. Thomas Chaucer.
Not Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Well, it's late, man.
It is.
I'm hot and spent.
The sun is getting low. I have a full bladder.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do.
We've got shit to do.
Okay. You just need a rectum and a third eye.
Yeah.
I think we should call it.
I think so. It's dead. Dead on arrival.
DOA?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Do we have no ISOs?
Oh, we didn't do ISOs, did we? I have one, but it's not very good.
Yeah, it's good bullshit. What's good bullshit?
I'll do.
Do you know who it is?
Yeah, it's good bullshit. What's good bullshit?
Don't know.
Give you a clue. He played in the 1990 World Cup.
Why me there's
Yeah, it's good bullshit. What's good bullshit?
John Barnes?
Not English.
Oh. Did John Barnes play in 1990?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yep. I don't think he got much time, but he was on the bench.
Right. Don't know. Oh, Hullet.
Yeah, it's good bullshit. What's good bullshit?
It was Rude Hullet.
Yeah.
So after that synchronicity where the video came up, I watched the video.
Ah.
I watched the video in the end.
The full hour.
I think it was an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Interview with, well, I'll say interview, conversation with
It's
Rude
called
Hullet.
the overlap, isn't it? Did they have some...
No.
What? You
The
don't-
overlap, is it called?
I think so, yeah, because I saw the clips of it. They have some interest if you're interested in football. I listened to one with Dennis Irwin.
Oh, yeah.
That was quite good fun.
Well, Roy Keane's in there, isn't he? And they were big mates.
Well,
I would imagine.
Well, they roomed together for Man United when that was such a thing. It doesn't seem like they're friends. They were friendly, but I don't think they sort of
got on.
I think they did, but I don't think they see each other kind of thing all the time. You know, they're not busy mates.
Right, fair enough.
Was the vibe? It was interesting. Listen,
Yeah.
when they have the older players on, you're interested in that type
Do
of
they do
thing.
them with younger players? Oh, John Barnes is Jamaican. Yes, born in Kingston, wasn't he, John Barnes? But played for England.
Yeah,
He's my favourite player growing up.
yeah.
I was a Liverpool fan when I was really little. I used to love John Barnes. Yeah, it was that John Barnes, Ian Rush era. Steve McMahon.
Yeah, Phil Neal.
John Barnes was like the jinky.
Yeah, he
the
was
jinky
the
winger.
best player, wasn't he? For
Skill, pure skill. Beat people. Anyway. And a hell of a rapper.
yes, exactly. I think has John Barnes not been on the overlap as well?
I don't know. I've only watched that
Yeah.
one with Rude Hullet. So maybe. He comes across quite earnest, though. I don't know how much fun he'd be, John Barnes. Do you know, on interviews, he comes across quite serious and earnest. Maybe that's just a public PR thing. I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway, let's call it. It's time to go.
Yeah.
I don't know where the music is. We'll be back next week, same time. Peter Beardsley, yes, he was a bench warmer, 1990 World Cup as well. Did he play for Liverpool?
For a bit, yeah.
Did he? Yeah. Before Newcastle.
And wait, it was at Everton as well, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Peter Beardsley.
Class player.
Beardo.
No all painting, no we?
No.
Hells bells. Right. See you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks.
Awesome.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Have a great week.
Have a great week. See you next time.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, they're faded down either way. He's picking up everything though.
Oh, I'll turn him down now. Bye.
Yeah, what's good bullshit? What's good bullshit?